Hey everybody, it's Dan Cheney back with you yet again for another Music Charts Archive show here on DJNTV. For this week's show, we're going back to the year 1992, and we're counting down the top 10 songs from the week of March 21st, 1992. Now in this week's list, we have a song that mocks male models wearing blue jeans, a song that was inspired by gym members taking off their shirts and posing, and a song written about a sophomore boy's crush on a senior girl. Which songs are those? Well, we'll find out soon enough on this week's edition of the Music Charts Archive Show.
DJ Event Planner will change the way you manage and run your business. Streamline all of your procedures and software into one easy-to-manage system. DJ Event Planner, the ultimate online planning tool.
Welcome to this week's edition of the Music Charts Archive Show. My name is Dan Cheney, and this week we're counting down the top 10 songs from the week of March 21st, 1992. So let's start the chart. At number 10, we have Breakin' My Heart, Pretty Brown Eyes by Mint Condition. The group Mint Condition charted 6 songs in the 90s, and this was their first and their biggest. It peaked at number 6. It appears on the album Meant to Be Mint. This was their only top 10 pop hit, but the Minneapolis band had 6 top 10 R&B hits. They were discovered by Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis while playing at First Avenue in Minneapolis. The group has changed membership over the years, but is still active today. At number 9, I Can't Dance by Genesis. I Can't Dance was the second of 5 charting singles from the Genesis album We Can't Dance, and it was the only one to make the top 10. It currently stands as the band's last of 7 top 10 songs. Singer and lyricist Phil Collins told Rolling Stone that the music video and the song were a joke about male models in jeans commercials who could not dance or talk. They could only walk around in their jeans and look good. The song would peak at number 7. At number 8, Good For Me by Amy Grant. Contemporary Christian artist Amy Grant had a breakout year on the pop charts in 1991 with her album Heart in Motion, which produced 5 chart singles and 4 top 10 hits. That success spilled into 1992 when Good For Me peaked right here at number 8. The initial video for the song showed Grant having fun with a female friend, but apparently the video was edited in a way to make it look like they were lovers. So a second video was shot using the actor who played her boyfriend in the number 1 video, Baby Baby. At number 7, I Love Your Smile by Shanice. I Love Your Smile was the first of 2 top 10 hits for Shanice, and the second was Saving Forever for You, which hit the following year. As I mentioned in a recent video, Shanice Wilson got an early start in show business, appearing in a KFC commercial at age 9, being a regular on the TV show Kids Incorporated, and competing on Star Search at age 11. I Love Your Smile was nominated for a Grammy for Best R&B Vocal Performance by a Female, and Shanice sang the song as the very first musical guest on The Tonight Show with Jay Leno. It was on its way down, the song was, after peaking at number 2. Number 6, Masterpiece by Atlantic Starr. R&B group Atlantic Starr had 3 top 10 pop hits, and this was their third. It would go on to peak at number 3. Masterpiece was written by Kenny Nolan, who had a hit in the 70s of his own with the song I Like Dreamin'. Nolan also co-wrote My Eyes Adored You by Frankie Valli and Lady Marmalade by LaBelle. He stated that Masterpiece, though, is his favorite composition. Atlantic Starr went through a lot of lineup changes, and by the time Masterpiece was out, they were on their 4th female vocalist. Welcome back to the show. My name is Dan Cheney, and this week we're counting down the top 10 songs from the week of March 21st, 1992. So let's get back into our top 5. At number 5, we have I'm Too Sexy by Right Said Fred. Right Said Fred is a British group featuring brothers Fred and Richard Fairbrass, and they charted 11 songs in the UK. But this was their only top 40 hit in the US. It was on its way down after hitting number 1 for 3 weeks in February of 92. It was number 1 in several countries, and it was their first single. The song originated when the brothers were running a gym in London, and there was a lot of narcissism and posing going on. And one day, Richard took his shirt off and started singing I'm Too Sexy for My Shirt in front of a mirror as a joke, and the number 1 song was born. At number 4, Remember the Time by Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson's 8th studio album, Dangerous, included another 7 chart singles for the King of Pop. Remember the Time was the second single and the follow-up to the big number 1 hit, Black or White. The song peaked at number 3 and was co-written and co-produced by Teddy Riley, who was once a member of the R&B group Guy. The music video for Remember the Time was a 9-minute mini movie directed by John Singleton, and included appearances by Eddie Murphy and Magic Johnson. At number 3, Tears in Heaven by Eric Clapton. Eric Clapton recorded his Unplugged album in England as part of the MTV Unplugged TV series, and Tears in Heaven was part of that album. The album and song combined for 9 Grammy nominations and 6 Grammy wins in 1993. The song peaked at number 2 and was written by Clapton along with Will Jennings. Jennings also wrote the lyrics to My Heart Will Go On from Titanic. Tears in Heaven was written about the tragic death of Clapton's son, who fell from a 53rd floor window of a New York apartment building in March of '91. His son Connor was 4 years old at the time. At number 2, To Be With You by Mr. Big. The band Mr. Big was formed in 1988 in Los Angeles, and To Be With You was their first chart single in the US. The song was starting its way down the chart after spending the previous 3 weeks at number 1. It was written by lead singer Eric Martin during his teen years. Martin was a sophomore and had a crush on a senior girl who had a history of boyfriends who treated her badly. And Martin wanted to be her knight in shining armor, but he never really acted on it. Mr. Big charted 4 songs in the US, but the band developed a huge following in Japan, where they charted 10 songs and had 6 top 10 hits. And at number 1, we have Save the Best for Last by Vanessa Williams. Vanessa Williams first gained recognition when she was crowned Miss America in September of 1983, and then famously resigned the title when Penthouse published unauthorized nude photos of her. She rebounded well with a successful singing and acting career. As far as music goes, she had 13 chart singles, 4 top 10s, and this number 1 ballad that spent 5 weeks at the top. Save the Best for Last was from her second studio album, The Comfort Zone. The song was nominated for Record of the Year and Song of the Year at the Grammys, but lost both categories to Clapton's Tears in Heaven. Well, there you have it. Those were the top 10 songs from the week of March 21st, 1992. Please give the video a thumbs up and let me know in the comments which of these songs were some of your favorites. I like the ballad Save the Best for Last. I like the uniqueness of I Can't Dance. And I like the campiness of I'm Too Sexy. This has been Dan Cheney for the Music Charts Archive Show. And be sure to join me again next time right here on DJNTV.